team. With Shannon and Sean talking about life and everything in between. The token ones see it differently. Yeah, token one for the team. This is Shannon and Sean keeping things light. The token ones in the group. That's right. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride right now. Right now. And enjoy the ride right now.
I don't know how this podcast is going to go.
Why?
I picked up a new hobby in 2024.
What's your new hobby?
I had a baby.
That was really loud. Sorry. Official announcement.
I know.
Sean's a dad.
I'm a daddy. It's strange. So welcome back to Token One for the Team
I
2025.
know. Hurrah!
It's crazy. We're
Back in Sean's living room.
in my living room.
Well,
my front living room.
Yeah.
We were talking about, we'll record in the front living room. People are like, the fucking front living room, what the hell?
Yes, because you are posh.
I've drank so much beer since becoming a dad.
Yeah, I don't want to jump about all over the place, but I do have a story about the beer brand that you're drinking right now.
Oh yeah?
Later on.
Sweet.
Yeah. But congratulations.
Cheers, thanks.
You've had a baby.
I know. And that's why it's been so long since we recorded.
Yes.
I can't remember when we recorded last. I think it was like late November.
I think it was like start of December.
Yeah.
And then we were meant to do a Epcot, drink around the world.
Yes, which we will do it.
And then things happened. People ended up in hospital.
Dogs weren't well.
Dogs weren't well. Babies were being born.
Babies were being born.
Babies were being born. Or due to be born.
Due to be born. I was jiu-jitsuing right up until Amy was like, "Oh, where are you going?" And I was like,
Jiu-jitsu.
Jiu-jitsu. She's like, "But the baby's coming." I was like, "Oh, I can't do nothing about it. I can't deliver this thing."
No, you definitely can't.
But I was a designated driver.
Yeah. A doula.
A doula? What's a doula?
Do you know what a doula is? I think that's the correct pronunciation. Is people who have a doula instead of a midwife. It's very kind of spiritual.
Oh, I'm a spiritual guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mum bought me that ding dong dong dong.
Yeah, the drum.
The drum, sound bath thing.
Yeah.
Because Amy said, "Oh, I wish Sean could play a musical instrument like
It'd be good for
guitar
him.
or piano, blah blah blah." So my mum came up with this like weird
It does
spiritual
look
pan
really
drum.
great, though. I would like to go to a sound bath, and you could be the leader of the sound bath.
My mum did Reiki. What?
Is it not Reiki?
I don't know. Do you have a pillow?
No, I'm fine. I'm just sort of adjusting the mic. It's better.
Yeah, my mum did a Reiki thing with Amy on like. I told you, look at my cat.
Yeah.
Idiot.
The cats are back in full swing.
He just he hates a closed door.
Yeah, I can't stand it.
I understand why. He just popped his wee head over. So my mum did a sound bath. No, a Reiki with Amy. And Amy's never done. It was never had Reiki performed on her. And she was like, I came through to the front living room, so my mum could just kind of set the area, just make it nice and calm. I'm not a calm guy.
No, you're chaos.
I'm chaos, like a nice chaos, but I'm just chaos.
You're chill.
I'm chill. Yeah.
Yeah.
And mum came back. I was playing Xbox. Mum came back through. That's Amy down. She's just having a wee sleep.
Wow.
I was like, oh, right, okay.
She trained in all that.
Yeah. Oh,
Wow. Carol E.
Oh, aye. Yeah. Like she's like legit. And she's having a wee sleep right now. I was, oh, grand. I was like, you sure she's sleeping? And then I took my headphones off.
The one way to tell.
I was like, holy hell. I was like, okay, sweet.
Is that while Amy was pregnant?
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense of why your child is really chilled.
Because the Reiki.
Yeah.
Oh, it was one session. That one session set that child up for life.
Yeah.
But yeah, mum did that. And then I think like 1 or 2 days later, Amy's waters broke.
Wild.
Waters breaking is not like in the movies where it's just like,
It's not a sudden flood.
It was just Amy looked up and she's like, I've pissed my pants. And I was like, huh? She's like, I think my waters are broken. I was like, oh, right.
So from the parenting books you read, obviously we've never spoke about you having a child on the podcast.
No.
So this is news to everyone.
This is brand new
Brand new information.
Yeah.
2025. Sean is now a dad. First time dad.
Which is,
For those who don't know.
It's weird, Amy calling, like everybody else calling me daddy.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
bizarre.
that was Amy's name for me. No. Nah, she never called me daddy. It was pappy.
Just Puppy Sean.
Hi, pappy.
Hi, puppy. Is giving birth / parenting so far reality versus expectation? Is it the same? Is it what you thought? Is it by what the books that you've read? Isn't you?
It would have been if I read the books.
Yep.
But I am reading a book called Commando Dad, which I like because it's just like what you need, when, and where.
Well, like a survival guide.
Yeah,
okay,
it's
that's
ace.
pretty cool. Yeah.
The birth was probably the most traumatic thing I've ever seen in my puff.
Yeah.
I said to you earlier on, I need to be careful how I phrase it. It's definitely harder for women, 100%, like absolutely. But Amy had a C-section, so like she's like numb from the tits down. Listening to like Chris, not Chris Sutton, he's a football player.
Stapleton.
Chris Stapleton.
Oh, yeah.
So like,
That's a good soundtrack for giving birth.
Song that she was born to was Mumford and Sons' "Awake the Soul."
Lovely.
A nice song.
An indie child.
An indie child, I know. Yeah, we have a reference. My daughter's name is Indiana.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say that.
I don't mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like
I thought that was such
credit card fraud.
I thought that was such a great name as well.
Oh,
when
thanks.
you sent me your little message with the photo, I was like,
Yeah.
first of all, what a really cute child. Not every baby picture is great.
Dude, thank the Lord, because
Adorable.
I talked so much shit about
Yeah.
other folks' kids and like, fuck, look at that thing.
Yeah.
And thankfully none of my friends have had ugly kids.
No.
Thankfully, because I would tell them as well, I'm like, that thing looks like a foot.
Yeah.
All of them have been cute. And then our friendship group, there was so many babies being out. Everybody was shagging around at the same time.
Yeah.
So everybody was pregnant and we were the last. And
You're
it was like,
please.
dude, it was like cute baby, cute baby, cute baby. And I was like, no.
Yeah.
And when they come out, they genuinely look like aliens.
Yeah, they're like blue. I know somebody that I'm not going to say who took the photo of their baby. It's actually a relative, to be fair. And the child looked like alien, like it was like all blue and stuff. And I was like, why would you not just wait a couple minutes?
Just wait till you wipe that thing down, Jesus. But yeah, like, yes, I was so thankful she was cute because I couldn't contain myself as she was just born ugly. And they will eventually get cuter. They will, they do.
Yeah, of course.
But she was just like, she was just perfect.
Yeah.
Like, just perfect. Apart from her hairline's fucked. She's got Amy's widow's peak and a double Kuzlik from me.
But I think her hair is quite cute.
It is cute.
It is cute.
But like, if for people who know me, right, they go, all right, there's a good chance like your child is going to be mixed raced. There's a good chance your child will be brown.
Yeah.
The kid's blonde haired, blue eyed, and white. I've got genuine fear when this kid gets older that this maintains that she's white, blue eyed, and blonde haired. If I like take her to the airport, they'll be like, "Are you taking her?
Kidnapped a child.
Have you kidnapped this child? Are you taking her to like, I don't know, somewhere?
Kazakhstan.
I
don't know. I'm thinking Borat. Like,
okay, yeah.
I'm thinking of you as Borat being like, "This is my child."
My child. Yeah, maybe, yeah. But I am genuinely. That's the one thing.
That's
I'm
the
like,
fear.
Yeah, fear.
Yeah, she's very fair.
Yeah, very fair. But
Very cute.
Very cute.
Very,
Yeah,
very cute.
I
And
know.
what a cool name.
I know. Oh, thanks.
I really like
We've
it.
had it for years.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Really, like a long, long time. But yeah, the like seeing your wife get cut open, I was like, I've seen my wife guts. Like, I remember peering on. I was like, oh, I'll keep up to the side.
Are you allowed to tell the audience what you told me earlier about thinking a certain organ was something else?
So, Indiana got brought out of the womb. Quite scary. She wasn't breathing, so they had to do a bit of resus. And like, Dad, can you come over here? And I was like, that's me, right? I'll go over. And she started breathing, crying. Oh, gosh. I was floods of tears. And I was like, my baby. And I looked over to like give a appreciation wink to my wife. I'm like, you've done well.
That's
like, you've
nice.
created this baby off of love, pizza, and ice cream. Like,
Love pizza. Not sex, drugs, rock and roll.
Nah.
Love pizza and ice cream.
yeah, I'm going to get tied on it. And yeah, I looked over And on this tray, I was like, oh my fucking God, put that back in her. I thought it was her heart.
Yeah.
I thought her heart was on the tray. Turns out it can't be, because that's inside her. It was the placenta. But I
thought the
never.
placenta was the heart.
Yeah, but delirium was setting in. Like,
Yeah,
we've
you'd been up a long time.
I think Amy's water broke on like the Monday, and this is like the Wednesday.
Yeah.
But poor Amy, like I went to sleep.
Trooper, absolute trooper.
Dude, unreal. Like, the staff there were and the surgery were amazing. I was wondering, should I say this? I don't know. Like the whole like colostrum thing, it's like the pre-milk stuff. Apparently, it was like liquid gold. I tasted it, not from my wife, but it was on my hand. I thought, you know, when someone's in your hand, you're like,
yeah.
And I was like, this actually tastes pretty good. It was like,
well, that's what we were saying in an earlier podcast about the bodybuilder who sells breast milk because of the protein, right?
Yeah, like it's so rich and like everything's in there.
Nutrients.
Like, it's so good. And obviously Amy was so tired, and like she, like they just give you like, oh, here you go, here's your child. Crack. Oh my God. So Amy's like, I want to try and lick the latch and process and like, because Amy's so numb, like she was struggling, this midwife, she's like, yep, no problem, I'll help you kind of express your breast. Yeah. And I was sitting there, I was like, oh my God, what's going on? She was like the Joey Tribbiani of midwives. She just went over and and it came out, and I was like, whoa, oh my God. She's like, get me there. Baby was on, done, sorted. And she took to it, it was ace. But I was like, I've
just never seen anything like it.
Nothing like it, honestly. Like, it's very difficult to describe into words, like seeing like your child for the first time. And like, I love, there's no doubt, like, of course I love my wife, but like the love that you get like with your child is it's a different kind of love.
Right.
I think probably the best way to describe it is like your capacity for love increases. Right,
which you didn't think was possible. No. You thought like it maxed out in marrying Amy.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you're quite a simpy guy. We've established this.
Yeah, like I adore Amy. And then like as soon as my daughter was born, I was like, fuck that bitch. This is mine.
You've given me life.
Give me life. But yeah, just like you're like, oxytocin's got a lot to do with it.
Yeah. The love drug.
The love drug. You're just like, whoa, this is
because it's, you know, as much as you love and adore Amy, it's kind of, it's 50-50, like 50 you, 50 Amy, and it's this little human.
That child is not 50% me.
No, it's not. I'm saying about
that kid's 12. Got my bum chin, and that is it. A bum and a wee hairy back. She's got a wee tufty bum. And
then the ability to potentially grip things with her toes by the looks of it.
I know, I showed you.
That's a treat. I was like, yeah. I also thought your child was speaking earlier.
Saying what?
I thought she said why.
Why? Oh, when she does this thing, goes, and I always like mock her. She's like a 1920s gangster. Yeah. See? And Amy's like, please just stop doing that. Like, she'll eventually get a complex for you doing this. It's like, I don't know, 3 weeks? Yeah. I don't know, maybe. But yeah, like it is a mental experience. Mental.
Well, particularly because you guys had her just before Christmas. You had the whole Christmas joy, experiencing Christmas through a different lens, and then bam, 2025, new baby.
Shattered.
Yeah.
It's like so tired.
Yeah.
Like if I had told, like we said this before to you, like if somebody said you'll get 4 hours sleep tonight, you're like, well, what have I done to deserve 4 hours sleep? If I get 4 hours sleep now, I'm like, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank the Lord.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's just an amazing feeling. Mm-hmm. And then you start, like I see it's another strange thing. I just started seeing everybody's babies, like my empathy for people just increased.
Yeah.
Like straight away. But then my disdain for people who have abandoned their children, I'm like,
it grows more.
Fucking piece of shit.
Shout out to my dad. I'm joking. But even if, like, I understand, like, situations are different, right?
There's different situations. Like if you're mentally or physically, or there's a lot of caveats to these things when it comes to like being able to look after your child, and those who are legit, I get it. But those who are just like, nah, I'm not feeling this.
Yeah.
See you later. I'm like, how?
Yeah.
Like, physically, how could you do that? But then I said to Amy, I was like, I'm really glad. So I'm 33. I'm glad we've had our first kid in our 30s.
Yeah.
I just
have life experience.
Yeah, like
Not that there's anything wrong if you want to have a child. Like,
no, like
younger
if you for me, this is like the right time. If, like 23-year-old Sean was a bam. Like there is no way that I just feel like I would have been emotionally I was just enjoying life.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they say, oh, I had my kids young, so like when I'm in my like my late 40s,
I get that theory too.
I don't think it works.
No,
genuinely doesn't think, because you've got that kid is still that kid is for life. So like Amy's dad came around the other day to help us with something.
Yeah. Because then your kids have kids, so then you're not completely free and easy. So it's a great theory-ish, because they're off to university and stuff.
Yeah, but you're not
they come
abandoning.
back, you never know. Yeah, yeah, I get that.
Yeah,
I get that. But I think as well that you've also travelled a lot. Kind of had your experiences, and now you're able to kind of focus solely. You're in a good point in your life and career to like have that like eagle eye focus on your child as well, and you won't. Maybe men and women are a bit different, but particularly as a man, maybe you won't feel like, oh, I'm missing out.
Yeah.
Because you've been there, done it all.
Done most things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like even like women and stuff, like obviously we're built to reproduce and stuff like that. But so first night we came back, so we didn't get out of the hospital mega late. We said that. Got back home 12 o'clock. So Indiana was born 6:15 at night. Got through the ward. I had to leave at 11.
Yep.
Came back at 9 o'clock the next day. There all day. Got out again about 11:30. Got home by like 12:10. Amy's not slept since Monday.
It's a lot.
So Amy was like, okay, I'll parents whispered, I'll do this bit.
I'll take this.
I was like, dude, just go to bed.
That's
She's like, you should. I said, just, like, I've got it. No matter what happens, just go to bed. I've got her. So she just had a feed. As soon as Amy fell asleep, she woke up and was like, holy hell. So I've got her, thinging her, feeding her, changing her, like, and I was obviously adoring her. I was like, just like pouring over. I was like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. And then I was holding her and I was like, I could have another one.
Right now.
I could have two of these.
Yeah, imagine having twins.
That'd be hard. So this is now like 3 o'clock in the morning. I was like, you're just so beautiful. I could just
one after the other.
Let's go. Boom, boom, let's go. Like, let's, why not?
Yeah.
Let's just have Irish twins.
World your oyster, yeah. Irish twins, yeah.
I got to 3:05 and I was like, oh my God.
This is mine. No.
I was like, no, but I was like, I can't do this. I was like, I've got a new job coming up. I was like, I'm going to have to phone them and tell them I can't manage this job. I was like, I'm going to have to tell Shannon I'm going to have to cancel the podcast. Like, I don't know how I'm going to do this.
I don't know how I'm going to do life, yeah.
I was like, this kid just needs me all the time. And then got to like 3:15 and I was like, I could maybe like triplets. Like, I maybe...
The false sense of security until the crying starts.
It's not even the crying. The crying didn't bother me. It was just like, now...
What was it then?
I think it's delirium.
Right.
I think you're just so tired.
Yeah.
So any new dads out there, I don't know if anyone listen to this podcast. It does not get easier. It doesn't. I'm not going to bullshit you.
See, I think what's going to happen for you, right, is she's so chill. She's going to lure you into a sense.
No.
Sense. No, you don't.
No. Me and Amy talked about it. Because Amy goes to me the other day. She was like, I forgot the pain of labour.
Oh.
And I was like,
I haven't.
I was like, dude, I was there. I didn't even have a beer in me. I seen what you went through. There was a poor woman opposite us. She was in the gas and air.
Oh.
And she sounded like Casper the Friendly Ghost getting butt fucked. She was like,
Chewbacca.
And Amy
It
said,
must be horrible. I'm laughing because I don't have children. Like, I've not been through it, but it must be horrendous.
dude, Amy looked at me and she's like, do I have to go through that piece? I was like, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you.
Meanwhile, you could be sitting chugging 6 cans of beers if you really
I
want.
was playing my Game Boy.
Yeah, you do have to go through it, but I'm on level 5 of Sonic.
Dude, I was playing my game. I had my Game Boy
so
sitting
funny.
there, and I felt terrible as well because it's like this all brings snacks. So we packed Amy's like the hospital bag,
Yeah.
so I would prep for like ages and ages and ages. So they're like, oh, Dad, have you got something? I was like, oh, me? Yeah, like, what about snacks and stuff? And I was like, can I just get stuff there? I'm like, no, like, you'll need to have something in the bag. It's like, all right, okay. And I was like, well, So we went to Costco, and I picked up this 2 massive bags of beef jerky.
It's like the worst snack.
Dude, it was delicious. I opened it up and I heard the woman next. Yeah, but the woman next was like, whoa.
Oh, the smell of it.
Yeah, off the smell of it. I was like,
You're like the guy that's brought like a tuna sandwich to an airplane.
Yeah, egg and cress. I'm the guy.
Yeah, but beef jerky.
Beef jerky, it was delicious.
Yeah.
But like, you don't need to eat. You don't need to drink. You don't need, like, as the parent who are supporting, somehow you're just running off adrenaline.
Yeah.
Like, it's so strange. Like, I felt tired, but I felt like very, very clear in what I was thinking until the kid came back, and I was like, I can't remember my name.
Yeah. See, when somebody first called you Dad, obviously it might have been one of the doctors or surgeons or whatever, were you like, oh my God, that's me? Yeah. Yeah. Because it would have been the first time you would have been. Yeah. Obviously, appointments and stuff, they would have gone, oh, Dad, blah, blah, blah. But that's like the first time with an actual child.
They hand you the child and they go, okay, Dad, if you could put the nappy on and put the clothes on. I was like, is there not an au pair? It took me like 45. Dude, I was like, somebody needs to help. I've like changed heaps of kids' bums and clothes, stuff, heaps of them.
Like, oh, this doesn't go to me. This goes to my French nanny. Yeah. She's in the corner. Or you can have Olga.
Marcel. But yeah, like, it took me like 45 minutes. I was just like, please don't break.
Yeah.
Because like, I was like, your mom's done so much to get here. But it was the craziest experience ever. But yeah, seeing my wife's guts, that's going to stay with me forever.
You thought it was her heart. Put it back.
Please. The sweep is the most awkward thing I've ever been part of.
Wait, what's the sweep?
So there's for women who have gone through, there's a mucus plug. And that stops everything falling out, essentially.
Oh, right, okay.
And so the midwife will come in and do a sweep to try and help on breaking of the water.
Got you.
So basically, it was like a 60-plus-year-old woman fingering my wife whilst I was in the room. Whilst I was in the corner measuring my height and checking my weight. Amy looked over and said, can you get over here? I was like, oh, sorry.
Hang on a second, I just want to see if I'm 5'9" or 6 foot.
Yeah, I was like, I'm 5'10" and a half.
What?
Weighed exactly 70.
Got a healthy BMI going on?
77 kilos. That's pretty good. Yeah, it's good. I hate to check my weight right now because I've done a lot.
No one wants to check their weight after Christmas, though.
Nah. I think you should. Not you, but in general.
I mean, I have. I'm okay. I'm actually lost weight.
How'd you do that? Stress?
Yeah, probably. No, I don't know. Just by trying.
Down the fork.
Actively trying. But yeah, no, that's still was the stress after Christmas is to check your weight. So especially having a new baby, you don't need that in your life.
I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
You've not had the baby, actually.
No.
It's Amy.
No.
You just stood and supported.
I'm like, yeah, keep going. It was when Indiana was in my arms and stuff, and I got her dressed, and I was like, I just feel so ill-equipped to have this child. Like, am I going to manage? I know I'm going to protect her, but I was like, I just don't know what to do. Yeah. And I think every parent feels like that.
Oh yeah, massively.
And I was getting. They must do, surely. And if you don't, fuck you dick. Yeah. I think you guys do first time round. But then I was going. So in Aberdeen Maternity Hospital is like the sliding doors. And right in the corner is a massive sign that's like no smoking area. And I was going to get the car seat and stuff like that to do the hot dad walk.
Yeah, as I say, everyone's been doing that on the
hot dad
on the internet. Yeah.
And
Amy's like, stop walking in slow motion, Sean, get to the car.
No.
Did she fall more in love with you when she saw you with the baby?
I've been doing my butt busters, got my tight booty. But I was leaving to go and get it because she had to park miles away, which is, again, so stupid. There's like no parking.
Yeah.
Again, Amy had a C-section, but some women have like given birth naturally. Some have had like episiotomy. It's like, I'm just going to walk to my car now. Like 2.5 kilometers away.
It's absolutely wild that you just have a baby and then they're like, And off to the world you go.
Yeah, just even after one night. Sometimes the same day.
The same day, yeah.
But as I was leaving to the car seat, on the corner above, just below the no smoking sign, there was a woman having a smoke with her kid in her arm. I was like,
no. Like Nessa, Gavin, and Stacey, like,
dude, it was mental.
wow.
I was like, and she's like, "Aye, Bairn's here, hands good, healthy weight." I was like,
calling that Mercedes. She looks like a Ford.
"Aye, wee baby, that's it."
I'm looking around the car park for a name.
Oh, man.
I know as I'll call you Lambert.
Lambert.
And Butler.
But I was like, I think I'm gonna do okay.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my.
People have kids all the time.
Yeah, I know, but I was just like,
Do you think it's wild that you obviously like if Chloe had a child, there'd be some big questions asked. But do you think it's wild that heterosexual people can just there's no tests that you have to do to be a parent? Like anyone can do it pretty much.
I was thinking this the other day. So
Am I nuts for thinking that?
No, maybe.
Maybe.
But like I was thinking like hundreds and hundreds of years ago, men were just going around killing and shagging.
Killing
everything.
Yeah.
Like there was no paternity tests. How
No.
do you know that one was yours? Did you even care?
Or
Was everybody just, I don't know, there was no Netflix, was everybody just like just super horny and shagging all the time?
yeah.
And no showers.
And when we eventually did have hospitals, when did you start tagging the babies to figure out whose was whose?
Great question. Because you see all the, I always remember the episode in Friends when they put like Emma in like with the rest of the babies. And I was like, I would forget.
Yeah.
Like my admin is terrible, terrible. Like when I'm doing like Indiana's bottles and stuff, like I'm having to count out how many scoops I'm doing, like 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4. I couldn't tell you which baby was which.
Yeah.
I would know who my daughter was, but if I was just random babies, I was like, fuck, that could be Fred.
Yeah.
But if you've seen Indiana, you're going like, maybe have a baby.
Yes.
Yeah, oh yeah.
She's adorable. She's very pretty and she's very chill.
Yeah.
Like even when she's been crying today,
It's not hurting your ears.
No, it's not like it's quite a nice little tune. It's not it's not a demonic cry like some babies have, like the demon takes over. But I think in a few years, I think for sure, well, Chloe's already broody anyway, but I think in a few years post-wedding and things. But I'm excited to see Indiana's little personality develop.
Dude, she's going to be swearing like a trooper.
She's going to be such a cool kid, I feel.
I think
like
so.
she's cool vibes.
I think she'll start like smoking quite young, like pencil
Have a
cigarettes.
70 cl vodka very soon. No, not at all. But I do think she'll be cool.
Wait, when's your wedding?
2027.
So she'll be like 2,
Yeah.
2.5.
Yeah. That is mad.
Dude, that's so weird.
Should we go to Disney very soon?
2028.
Yeah.
Auntie Dawn is going for her 30th.
Oh, nice.
So she's like, so you guys come on? I'm like, I'm barely affording my mortgage here, pal.
But I'll make it work.
I'll be there. I know. It's crazy. Like, there's no, and this is the other thing I've wasted so much time.
What do you mean by that?
Like, having Indiana, I get things done so much quicker because of like the lulls of time that I have before she needs
you're
fed.
productive in those times.
You have to be. Like, things, the bottles need washed, the counters need cleaned, things need hoovered, that needs washed, da-da-da. You're like, shit, I've got like 5 minutes to get it all done.
I've got to do it.
It has to be done.
Yeah.
Whereas before I'd be like, I'll get done at some point.
Yeah. Do you remember life before a child now?
No.
Yeah.
I don't.
That's
and
wild.
it's only 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It's only 3.
That's wild.
It's 4 weeks on Wednesday, but like even writing and stuff. I was like, Aim, I'm gonna write for a bit. Amy was sitting there. I had Indiana like in my posy, and I was writing, and things were just
Coming to you.
so much faster.
Wow.
And again, I don't know if it's delirium or what.
Or it could just be that you know you're on a time crunch. But I wonder if there's a study behind that having babies increases your productivity.
I think it
lowers your sleep but increases your
yeah,
brain.
yeah. I think maybe. I'll tell you what. I'll give you Indiana for a week.
Yeah, I'll be like,
Would you take Indiana for a night?
Yeah. If you asked what does to have Indiana, yeah, I would.
Oh, would you?
Yeah, I've like my auntie's got 4 kids. I've I've babysat them and we've had them overnight.
Overnight?
Not me and Chloe, but like because they're older now.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
I was in my grand's house when my gran would have them overnight.
Oh, really?
So yeah.
Like, I love that 3 a.m. feed.
Yeah.
It's the best. Sitting there watching Indiana Jones or like, what was it? Oh, Matrix.
Nice.
What else have I watched? Dungeons and Dragons. Watched a Batman animated series. Dude, yes, some MASH series. Like, whatever you think about watching, save it for like the 3 a.m. feed.
The 3 a.m. feed is where it's at.
Oh.
I think though, if you take like your friend's child, for example, I think it's very different when it's like a family member's child. Like, I didn't feel like my cousins are like, one will be 17 this year, one's 14.
17?
Yeah, he was like 2008. And then Grayson's 9, he's the youngest. And then Hudson's 15.
Yeah.
So they're all older now. But like, so I was younger, obviously, when I was like a teenager when they were born. I didn't really feel pressure because my auntie's child. But like when it's your friend's kids, you're like, oh my God. So like...
Nah, dude.
It would need like a written list of like, this is when she would need food. Whereas Chloe just kind of jumps in and she's like,
Yeah, Chloe was just like, she was
I'm like,
ace.
oh my gosh, Sean, your baby's child, do not drop it. Do not drop it.
Nah, dude, I just noticed your ring finger. Got a rock.
Yeah, I know. That was very nice. That was a nice little Christmas gift.
Yeah. Did you know you were getting it?
No.
Did you pick it?
Kind of, but not really.
Did you know you were getting that one? Did
No.
You like,
No. So obviously I got engaged in March.
Yeah.
And we talked about this before. I would get a ring in return. It was kind of the same scenario with you and Amy. I was like, Chloe has no money. This is not happening.
Yeah.
Because we bought a flat, went to Adele, went to New York. I was like, that's never going to happen. And she kept being like, yeah, so like 2026 is probably when you'll get your ring. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm not really bothered. Like whatever. And she's like, oh, well, what would you want? And I knew I wanted like a 2-stone.
Oh, really?
Yes, I knew I wanted like a gold band because I just wear gold jewelry.
You said gold.
Yeah, whereas when I was younger, silver, but now gold. And I knew I wanted I always say it wrong, but it's I always call it a tout-et-moi, but it's not. It's a toi-moi, which just means it means it's French and it like dates back to like the 1800s and it means you and me. So I thought it was quite sweet. But I thought I wanted like a big pair and a little pair.
That's just you and Chloe.
Yeah, I was like, that's perfect. The big pair, little pair. So I would send her all these videos and then came across the emerald. This is a baguette, it's not an emerald, but came across the emerald one and I was like, oh, I quite like this actually with like the framing around it. And Chloe's like, yeah. And she's like, oh God, you're wearing 2 stones. She's like, oh, I've got no money for that. And then Chloe one night in December. I
love the way you say December.
December. Oh, what a night. She had finished work and was like, oh, I need to drop something off in Stonehaven. And I was like, oh, can I come? And she's like, no. She's like, it's a Christmas gift for you. And I was like, oh. And I had just assumed, because Chloe's mum was in hospital over Christmas, that Carol hadn't had time to shop. So Chloe was picking something up. Nice. But my friend was voice noting me about something and she said, listen to this in private. And I was like, oh, well, you're fine. I was like, because Chloe's out anyway. So I didn't know what the voice note was going to be about anyway. So she was like, where's Chloe? And she went, is she working late? And I was like, oh no, she's gone to Stonehaven. And my friend had said, she's got your ring. Yeah. And I was like, nah, there's absolutely no way, like no chance at all. And she's like, no, she's bought your ring. So Christmas came and went, no ring. And I got...
Christmas came and went, no ring?
Yeah, Christmas came and went, no ring. And I was like, well...
Did you sit there and like, I'm getting a ring?
I sat and was like, is she going to give me it on Christmas Day when I go to her house at night? Got no ring, there's nothing.
You're like,
I was like, oh, okay. But I also knew, like, realistically, I'm not that kind of person that's like, where's my ring? Like,
no.
Little Gollum from Lord of the Rings, like, my precious.
Yeah, but like your friend's like, oh, maybe a ring. You're like, oh, maybe.
Yeah, she planted that seed. So I was like, no, I think you're wrong. And then my friend was like, well, what did Chloe get you? And we decided we weren't doing Christmas gifts. We were meant to buy a record player and then realised she'd been in our flat. I was like, there's nowhere to put it. We'd have to really clear up. So Chloe ended up getting us Katy Perry tickets instead. So that's what we did for Christmas.
Katy Perry.
I Kissed a Girl, Teenage Dream, Roar. Yeah, that's one.
Is she going with Orlando Bloom?
Yes.
Massive cock.
Yeah. Oh, did he?
You never seen them on the paddleboard?
Oh, yes, I have.
Dude, that thing's got my dick doesn't have a shadow. What the fuck?
I like how you're like Orlando Bloom, not Lord of the Rings. Massive cock. Yeah, I mean, that's why. So that's what they call it. They call it Legolas. So we ended up doing that instead. And then I was saying to Chloe, like, I don't really feel very festive. So just prior to Christmas, she was like, well, why don't we use one of our engagement vouchers and go out for dinner?
Nice.
And I was like, oh, yeah. Like, we could do that. Let's do that on the 27th. And I went, okay, cool. Because we didn't really have a lot of time in between Christmas and New Year's. There was loads of things happening. And I was like, yeah, that sounds great. So literally the day and like the week of, I was like, where's my ring? Like,
oh, you've been a little brat.
No, I wasn't like being a brat. I was like, yeah, so because you'll be hiding a ring in that room, won't you? Like, just making jokes. Like, I wasn't being a dick. And then on the day of the engagement, well, just me getting my ring, I wasn't really engaged because we were already engaged. I just had ramped up the jokes even more.
Oh, yeah.
And now I feel a bit bad about that. But then she'd gone out in the morning and she came back and she was like an hour. She was like, I'm going to go and get you some fruit because, you know, you like your fruit. And I was like, okay, cool.
Do you like fruit?
Yeah.
Right.
Like pineapples and watermelon and stuff instead of snacks. That's what I've been doing recently.
Good job.
Yeah, thanks very much. And I was like, all right, okay. And she went, I'm going to get some stuff from my breakfast. So if she just said the fruit, it would have raised mega alarm bells that she got out of her bed early to go get.
She doesn't love you that much.
No, but like the fact she was getting something for her own breakfast, I was like, that makes sense. But she was like an hour.
An hour?
And I was like, where have you been? And she went, oh my God, the traffic. And the traffic at Union Square has been really bad recently. So I went, all right, okay, didn't think anything of it. And I was like, oh, were you not going to go and be picking something up? No. And she was like, and I told her the story about my friend thinking I was getting a ring and stuff just after Christmas. And I was like, oh, it's so funny. Ha ha ha, my friend was wrong. And I was like, oh, well, I was like, there'll be no sign of that ring then. And then I would like show her videos and go, oh, like, so when I do get my ring, something like this would be great. But I kept changing my mind a lot. And my gran at Christmas, I'd showed her like this kind of style of ring. She went, oh, I don't like that. And I went, oh, well, my gran doesn't like that kind of ring. So I would let's just go back to like the two pairs. And obviously she'd already bought the ring. So I felt really bad now in hindsight saying that. So anyway, we'd gone out for dinner. And I was like, nah, it's definitely not happening. Cafe Harmony. It is just opposite the Spiritualist on like Justice.
Oh, in the corner.
Yeah.
Never been in.
It's really nice.
Nice.
Yeah, really nice. It kind of looks like it would be like your grandmother's like living room.
Nice.
Kind of vibes. Like it's very like vintagey, eclectic. Yeah, and they've got like a bookshelf.
Did you ever, I mean, obviously you live with your granny brought you up and stuff. Did she have the clock in her living room and it was dead quiet and nobody's talking?
No.
No.
Lizzie's a bit too modern for that kind of stuff. Modern girl.
She's too modern.
Modern. No, Lizzie was more concerned about her decorations.
And her fake family.
Yeah, and her fake family. They're still there, by the way.
Nice. What did you have? What did you eat?
For Christmas? Cafe Harmony? Pasta.
Kind of pasta.
I had ragu. And I think Chloe had like a chicken pesto pasta. Nice. And then I had a cannoli for dessert.
Pesto?
Yes.
Not pesto.
Pistachio. I had never had one. It was unreal.
Dude.
Chloe wasn't keen, but she had tiramisu, so she was fine.
Oh, that's good.
And then there was a pistachio one, and there was a vanilla cream one.
Ooh, do you have an espresso with it?
No, I just had the cannoli, and it was like a little dollop of ice cream. It was amazing.
Nice. Yeah.
So anyway, then we were. I really wanted to get home and watch. We'd binge watch. It's not your thing, but it's really interesting for me. It's the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. And I really like it because it tells you all about like the Mormon culture and stuff. It's not It's not you. It's not for you, but
pin in that.
Mormons. Culture. Okay. So we'd binged watched a ton of it before Christmas, and then in between Christmas and New Year's we kind of lost it. So I was like, oh, let's go back. And then Chloe's like, oh, well, I've actually booked a bar. Ooh. And she took me back to, and I was like, in my head, I mean, this would have been cute if this was a proposal, but it's not going to be. She took me back to where we had our first date. Which was the Tippling House.
Ooh, very nice.
Belmont Street, yeah. So, and it was like the same
I love
table.
Belmont Street.
Yeah, it was the same table and everything. And I thought, oh, this would be really sweet, but I just was super clueless. And then we had like nice chats and stuff. And then my only regret is I wish I'd been in the moment more of like enjoying the conversations and like reminiscing about the last time we were there and that kind of thing. In my head, I was just like, this is great. We were drinking the same drinks, but Real Housewives.
So, I like a city. I want to talk about the Mormons.
So we'd gone home, and just before we'd gotten to our flat, I was like, yeah, she was like, oh yeah, so we'll go home and we'll watch Real Housewives. And I was like, yeah, but let's not pretend that you've not had Carol and Neil in decorating the flat. And she just went, yeah, I have actually. And I was like, oh, haha, like, good one. Got into the flat.
Wait, but you missed the ring part.
No, this is the ring part.
Oh.
So got into the flat because she'd asked me like a couple of weeks before what mine. I was like, I really wouldn't want anything like
public.
I just want in the flat. If you could hang our photos from balloons, that would be great. Like across the flat, but like just some like fairy lights, like that'd be cute. No.
Yeah, I know it is, but you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Fucking
So I got in the flat and my jaw, I just was like dropped because there was this like little like entranceway with tea lights, like the electric tea lights that like led to like our Christmas tree, and it had like there was like balloons with photos everywhere and stuff. And Carol and Neil had been in decorating, and there was like pillar candles by the tree, like not obviously electric ones. No. She's not going to blow up the flat. And then
come back.
I was just
my
like,
flat! Oh no!
I was just like, oh, I was like, oh, and she went, yeah, this is why
You're like the Real Housewife starts in like 10 minutes.
I was like, what? Let's clear this up.
Carol,
where's the ring? But Carol and Neil were not there. They had just come in when we were out for dinner and had left. And poor Neil had a chest infection and had to blow up balloons.
Yeah, and Carol had also just been in hospital.
So she got them to decorate. But she didn't realise how much helium costs.
It ain't cheap, bruh.
Yeah, she said where she'd been that day was Hobbycraft, picking up her order of like all these balloons. And she was like, oh yeah, so can I get these blown up? And the woman wanted like £2.50 per balloon.
Dude, it is expensive. You're better off buying the canisters.
So that's what Chloe had to do. The woman was like, oh, you're actually better just buying the helium tank. She went, okay, cool, I'll just do that. But Neil ran out of helium halfway through. It didn't do as big a balloons.
Nah.
It was meant to do like 50 balloons. It did like 20.
Jesus. How big were the balloons?
Fair size. And then he like I'm not, that's phallic. He like that sounds awful. He blew up balloons via his mouth. I don't
He blew up the bar.
But with a chest infection. But Carol apparently just directed him on what to do.
Have you ever popped a balloon after a couple of days and smelled that smell?
Oh, it's horrific.
Dude, that's people's breath.
Yeah, and we had like a Secret Santa thing with like, my friends, and it was like joint with like their 30th birthday, and see the taste of balloons on your mouth.
Dude, that's horrible.
Then I had to have dinner. It was gross, and I was like, oh my god, poor Neil.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyway, it was very sweet, and
That's
then
nice.
I saw the ring and was like, nice.
Nice. My granny hates it.
No, Lizzie was. I did FaceTime and she went, oh, I actually quite like that one.
No. So, but did Chloe speak to your granny before?
No, Lizzie did not know, but it's because she didn't get a chance to speak to her.
Was she
didn't see her. But like, we were already engaged, so by that point it's a bit late.
I understand.
I imagine Lizzie was like, no. And Chloe was like, yeah, and I didn't have to worry about you saying no. And I was like, but how funny would that be if I would have been
Lizzie
like, you come to me.
Look, I'm not keen on this. However, Sharon's my second favourite granddaughter. See that folk up there? That's my favourite granddaughter. They didn't even relate to me. Poor Lizzie.
Yeah.
I was saying about sorry, continue your story.
No. So yeah, then I saw the ring and it was lovely and wonderful.
Did you cry?
Yeah, I did.
Bitch.
I did cry.
Oh, bitch.
A little bitch. Yeah, I did cry.
Did I cry all the time?
I did cry. And so did Chloe cry actually as well.
What was she crying
I
for?
don't know. But she'd been planning the ring since October. I know, good for her. I was like, well done you managing to keep that big fat secret. But she was going down to Stonehaven that day to look at the ring. It got delivered to her parents' house.
Oh, or online.
Yeah, nice, so she got it delivered to her parents' house.
Good job.
And so my friend was right. Long story short, my friend was bang on.
Did you phone her? Did you voice note her?
Yeah.
What was a voice note in private?
Oh, it was just about her plans for going down to Leeds for work. It was nothing exciting.
Plans?
No.
Phallic balloons?
No. My friend's happily engaged. But no, it was very funny though. Nice. I was like, she was like, yeah, just listen to this in private. It was about like her work or whatever.
Voice noting, by the way, it used to piss me off.
So yeah, this is what I was thinking as well. I'm a big voice noter.
I didn't know that about you. You always message. You never voice noted.
Yeah, because I feel like you don't have time to listen to my shit.
I do.
Okay, well,
that's faster.
Yeah.
Rather than my
I send
reading
like
pace is
podcasts to my friends.
Hmm?
I like we specifically talk via voice note. It's just easier. Like, listen to it at your own convenience. Don't feel bad for texting.
Yeah,
But you
yeah.
said in your voice note to me, you used to hate people doing that. But now with a child, particularly parents, you used to
Yeah,
hate
yeah.
parents doing that.
Yeah.
And you would be like, oh yeah, it's just easier, is it? But it would
Dude,
be if you're like holding
unreal.
a child just to go.
I've got a dominant arm,
Yeah.
for sure, and even typing with my dominant arm is impossible. It's so difficult. My child's a massive inconvenience for my texting.
Yeah, I feel like it would be easier.
Yeah, and also I don't want to put her down. I never want to put her down.
No,
I'm just
she's
like,
so cute.
God, that's just Amy. So I did the 3 a.m. feed yesterday,
Yeah.
or this morning, favorite, and then Amy does like my child sleeps like 4 hours.
Yeah, it's pretty decent actually.
So she went down, got up, and Amy got up with her, and then she never went back to sleep. So Amy was like, I guess we're up then, are we?
Party on down.
So then I think like 9 o'clock, 9:30, 10 o'clock rolled around, and my mum was coming down. My mum's been amazing. She's helped us out so much. And Amy's like, came upstairs, she's like, Sean, you need to go up with Sean. I was like, oh, hi, are you okay? She's like, Indiana's just not getting back down. Can I give her to you so I can have a shower? Of course. So come and sit in Papa's arms. So we're sitting in bed, and I was like, right, I'm awake. I had a scoop of my water. I looked down. Kid was out. Amy came out of the ship because very posh with an ensuite. Came out of the ensuite. She's like, a fucking bitch. I was like, what? She's like, hey, Sean. She was just been staring at me for like 3 hours. I was like, well, I was probably pretty tired and staring at you for 3 hours. So I was like, well,
When
what
you
you
got
gonna
to
do?
the cozy warmth of the bedroom, it was like,
Amazing.
Here I
Honestly, I would, if I'd never have to put my child down again, I would do it. But you have to put it down.
yeah, for health reasons.
For health reasons.
Yeah.
Safety.
Safety.
Also, I'm a wee bit offended actually when you took my daughter in your arms.
Why?
You never sniffed her head. Dude, that smell.
Baby smell is unreal, yeah.
Like she still smells like the,
To be
the
fair,
new
I think
car
I was
smell.
too busy looking in her new car smell. I think
You know
I was
what I
too
mean?
busy like being like, oh my god, she is so precious, and like it was the big eyes looking at
Huge
me.
eyes.
That's what I was drawn to, rather than taking this little bundle of joy and going,
Dude,
that's weird.
it's not weird.
Imagine you and Amy being like, what the hell are you doing?
No, I
You're
get
doing-
it. I would get it.
Like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm just sniffing your baby because it smells like a brand new car.
Yeah, the inside of Amy's uterus. But honestly, I was sitting there. And I said to Amy, I was like, when does it like stop being weird sniffing your daughter's head?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe when I asked my friend who was previously a health visitor, she was like, just when the child says no. And I was like, all right. It made me feel really weird
So
about this.
15.
I was like, all right, so like 21 when she gets married. But you start like fantasizing about your child's life.
Yeah, I bet
so
you. Like,
quick.
what's she going to be? She's going to be. I feel like she naturally. So I think I overheard Amy saying this to Chloe, but she will be pretty creative. I imagine.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Hopefully she didn't stay within the lines.
Yeah.
I think she's like this. I don't know.
Colours
Who
in the
knows? I
box,
think
yeah.
I hope she's just
Do you think
herself.
you've developed any weird traits since being a dad, apart from sniffing her head?
Drinking. I drink it a lot.
Yeah. Get in when you can. But speaking of drinking, the brand that you're drinking is Brewdog. Have you seen his TikToks?
And not his TikToks. I follow him on LinkedIn.
Yeah, I thought
He's actually friends with a lassie I went to school with.
Oh no way!
So her and her partner own live/whatever at what's the place in Afford?
I'm not sure.
Cluny Castle.
Okay.
So they were there for New Year, and it was a whole big media thing.
Yes.
Oh my god, is this where they're getting married?
I
But-
saw Toff's videos of being
yeah.
there.
Oh,
yeah.
so I think they're just friends with him. But yeah, I've never seen.
She
TikToks.
showed the rooms off, and we're like, "Is this not the most beautiful room you've ever seen?" kind of thing. But she didn't say where she was.
No, but they've actually got an underground church,
Oh, so
So
they're
cool.
getting,
That's
getting
cool.
married there.
but they're not.
Oh, but his TikTok videos are I think they're pretty cringe. I like his videos in terms of like he'll talk about like he's done this whole challenge of like people sending him in videos to like pitch for businesses.
Yeah,
And he
I've
gives
seen
them
that.
feedback. That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
But he's done ones where he's on fishing boats and been like, when I was in the North Sea, and he's like wearing the full gear, and it's just he's like, and this relates to Brewdog because of this, and I'm like,
Does it? All right.
cool.
Yeah,
So now I can't look at the brand without thinking about his.
Do you know what's strange? I was never. I didn't. It's not that I hated BrewDog or anything like that. I just never liked the beer.
Yeah.
But as I've gotten older, I'm
like it.
This is quite nice actually. So Wingman.
Yeah, I like the
Wingman, yeah.
the orange one, Clockwork Orange, is it, or something like that?
Dude, I fuck anything orange.
I quite like that.
Even my daughter, she's like 3 weeks old, put that info code to try and help her fart.
yeah.
She's like,
Yeah.
no, stuff for her.
Um,
It's a bitterness. I don't like that bitter.
well, I quite like that, but he is also like talking about how BrewDog has like been designed to stand out on shelves and blah 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 blah, blah as well as one of his videos.
I get that.
Yeah, but it definitely has.
It has, because I'll buy beers purely on the look of it. I'm like, I
Yeah.
taste them like, this tastes like shit. Not BrewDogs. I've not tasted all of them, but
Yeah.
yeah.
So
car sales story.
Mm-hmm.
Who eventually turned out to be my cousin, and everybody racistly said that we were cousins because we were both brown.
You actually were?
But we actually were.
That's quite funny.
Yeah, and
Racist but nice.
racist
but
but
also
nice,
true.
but true. So I was at a funeral, and it was like my grand's sister, so it was like my great aunt. And I turned around and I was like,
Hi.
"What are you doing here?" And it was his mum. She was like, "Oh, that's my great great aunt." I was like, "That can't be your great great aunt because that's my great great
Oh my
aunt."
gosh.
And then we're like cousins, like twice removed or whatever it was. Really annoying because his sister was hot as fuck.
Yeah.
I was like, oh god, I was close. Poor Indiana would have had a wee club foot.
I don't even know if you can say hillbilly anymore. So
Hillbilly. Huh. And so my cousin obviously working where we did work in car sales, the guy James and his partner had actually came in this is like
years ago.
I must have been 19, 20 maybe, so like 13, 14 years ago. And they got rejected on finance for a Volvo C30.
Yeah.
Because it was going to be a business car. And I don't know if it was the guy Martin or if it was the guy James. He's like, just you wait. I'm going to be the biggest thing there's blah, blah, in the UK. And do you know what?
Yes.
I wonder if that C30 propelled them forward.
And maybe the rage that he got rejected.
Yeah.
He also said in one of the videos that in some people were commenting on the video, like totally raging at this video, but he was just telling the truth that like in the early stages when they were applying for certain types of loans that like he lied and like exaggerated the business. I'm like, loads of people do that. Like he's not the only one, but people were mega, and he was just replying to the comments being like really sassy back to them. But he probably did getting rejected for that Volvo.
Dude.
He's like, it's not Bentley.
It's not Bentley, it's a fucking Volvo C30.
This is a family car.
I know. Hey, I get
Volvos
it.
are great. But
I love a Volvo.
that's my dream soccer mum car.
Is it?
Yes.
You're gonna be a soccer mom. I'd be interested. I'm gonna watch with great interest. You with Indiana over the next few years, and then you becoming a mum.
Yeah. See what type of parent I'll be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Donor, ideal donor. Because obviously, I mean, you don't have a willy.
No, I don't. I don't think I'm going to develop one either. I don't think AI technology is going to go that far.
Can you imagine if it did? You're like, fuck, what cock? Can I get the Orlando Bloom?
Ideal donor, probably someone that is.
White.
I'm not fast. I'm not phased by
I
that.
know.
No. But I think you have to be very. If you were going to go either like mixed race or Asian or black, I think you have to be prepared to talk to the child and learn about the cultures and teach them about that side of their culture. Do you know what I mean?
Would you tell them early on, by the way, I'm not your real dad?
I think if they were black, I'd probably have to. You can't exactly go, I'm black on the inside. Like, no.
It's my heart.
My heart's black, so that's why you are. No, I think ideal donor would be white and then blonde, but I would want them to be tall because I have faced a lot of vertical challenges in my life. I don't want a small child. Mm-hmm. I think that's my one thing is I'm like, Chloe with heels on next to me, I genuinely look like either she's my cater or I'm her child. It's not a great look. So
both are true. But
both are true. So yeah, probably that. I don't know. I've not really thought about it too much.
Why not?
No,
Interesting.
no. I think it's probably the more on the obviously you can be selective, which is kind of like shopping, right? You can
Dude,
select
that
on
is.
what you want.
Yeah.
But
It's kind of dating as well.
it's
You're
kind of
shopping.
dating,
You're
you're shopping
around.
around, yeah. But I think it's probably
You try a
it's
pair
the
of
health things that probably concern me more than
you try a
anything.
pair of jeans on before you buy them.
Yeah. Well, it's jeans in some form, right?
Yeah. Nice.
But I think probably the health side of things would be more my
Yeah, no dementia. Psst, hard pass.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Is there donors in Aberdeen? Like, can you go to like a spunk monk?
I'm honestly not sure how it works. All I know is that I think there is like a catalogue of sorts, but all I do know is in order to have
Argos circle.
I think it is like your Christmas list. 5'10", brown eyes, no mental health, no history of mental health problems, like all that kind of stuff. But all I know is that in order to qualify for IVF, both Chloe and I need to lose weight, depending on who's.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah,
right,
it would be
okay.
Chloe. Obviously, I spoke about that before, but we would have to lose weight because you have to fit into the BMI category.
Right. Right.
Whereas, obviously, if you are,
Which I think they should do that for heterosexual couples.
what do you mean?
I think you should be healthy in order to have a child. Like, there's
Right? Yeah.
You don't have to, like, if I go for a job, like, are you qualified for this job? Let's try it out. You don't need to have that for a
No,
child.
you don't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, like, you're kind of
Okay, maybe it's a bit harsh. Sorry.
no, I don't. I don't.
Why are you putting so much restriction because you're a lesbian?
Yeah, but I don't even know if it's same sex. I think it's like, say if you and Amy couldn't conceive naturally and you were going to have IVF, I think those are the rules too. I don't think it's just for same sex,
Sorry,
but
understood.
I like just to get the.
I suppose it's probably quite expensive to do the IVF.
But I think BMI is so outdated though. There should be
It is
surely
outdated.
another way to measure that because there's been like athletes like I think Alona Marr, the rugby player, who's the Olympian. Her BMI is more than what it should be. But look at her.
Yeah.
She's like super fit.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Cardio through the roof.
we'll see. We'll see in a few years. But I'd like to do the marriage stuff first
Like
and live vicariously through you and Amy.
Yes.
Because that's quite nice because you can just go,
there you go. She just
Cheers.
shared a pan. Like, you've just seen that curry exploding over her arse.
I'll never eat korma again.
Dude, it was.
I will, but
You
like,
will?
yeah, of course.
There was no chunks.
No, didn't see. Looks smooth.
It was quite smooth. Like having it like good old. I now think that every man should have a daughter or experience having a daughter.
Why is that?
I think it just mellows men, like soft. It's almost like it just rounds them a little bit.
Okay.
I just don't feel like I am as like. I don't know if somebody hurt my daughter. I don't mind sticking a throat in their neck and pulling it forward to pull out their trachea. I don't mind.
That's what you would do.
I would do.
Yeah.
But I'm also a lot softer for having my daughter.
Yeah.
Whereas I've got loads of friends who've got boys, and it's just like having a mini them pal, and it's just like mental times all the time.
Yeah.
Which again is fun.
It is fun, yeah.
But yeah, I think every man needs to have a daughter. I think there's
Do you think it teaches you something about like empathy and emotions?
I think maybe not every man. I think the parts that I think the kids that you have are the parts that are lacking in your life or your personality.
Okay.
Is kind of what I was thinking. Because I've like even in 3 and a bit weeks or just having it down there, I'm like learning so much about myself. I'm like, I should maybe go and see a psychologist. I've got an untreated trauma. But yeah, it's just the best.
Yeah.
It is the best.
And she's very cute.
Which helps. Helps to fall in love with
I'm
her.
excited to see like her little personality develop and how it kind of shapes you as well. I can't imagine you taking her. I know that when you last went to Smith's toy shop, you were traumatized by how busy it was. But I can imagine you taking her to like Smith's toy shop on a Saturday and picking up a bunch of Nerf guns and going wild.
What do you want?
Yeah.
Out of the pocket. But then I need to be careful with that.
Yeah.
Because it just turns out. I don't know why. I want to be a fun dad, but I also want to be like a loving dad. I want to be like
Boundaries.
I guess boundaries, but it just has such a negative connotation of just not being somebody that your daughter will look back on. Like, oh, my dad was ace.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want my daughter to come back a phone on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
Like
Pop in and visit.
pop in. Oh, I'm so blah blah blah. Tell me what's happening with their day.
Yeah.
Like that would be ace.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I also want to do jiu-jitsu, but you know,
I can't have it all.
can't have it all.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's an exciting time.
It is a very exciting time.
Yeah.
So that leads on to, what are your 2025 goals? What are your visions? What do you want
Survive
to do?
it.
Survive it.
Survive it with them.
To be fair, I think everyone, like, judging by how the year started for like the LA fires and things like that, I think everyone's 2025 feels weird.
Do you know what? I don't know even what's going on in the world
No,
right
you
now.
won't, because you're 3 a.m. feeds.
Like I noticed the other day, I was like, oh my God, there's so much fires happening in LA. Is
Yeah.
that happening all the time? I was like, I think it does happen all the time.
Yeah, I think it does happen
But
from
like,
time to time.
I mean, you just drove down my drive. There's just snow
I
everywhere.
know, yeah. It's like opposite
Yeah.
life. But yeah, I think everyone's in weird survival mode.
I
But you particularly, because you're just a kid.
I just had a kid. Like, I could not care less what is happening in the world. I
Yeah.
couldn't care.
To be fair, I feel like I don't know if anyone can relate, but I feel like I've very much tuned out to the news because I'm like, oh, it's just the same old, like,
Whatever
something's
happened,
burning down,
dude.
like not even just fire wise, but like the world. So I'm like, I'd rather just stick to looking at the cute little photos of Indiana that you send me.
I know. I do. It's her smile. Oh,
She is like, hee hee hee.
she has got like a weird smile. I'm like,
No, but like it's super cute.
yeah, super cute.
But it's like a big smile.
Big smile. Yeah, I don't know. She eats so much.
Yeah, you guys were saying this.
Just like, and like I spoke to the midwife. She said, "Yeah, that's fine. Just keep feeding her how much she wants." Health visitor was like, "Yeah, no problem." Like, there's a recommended blah blah blah. She goes, "But if she signals towards it, just keep doing."
Yeah.
Like, my kid's gonna be the fat child.
No, it's just gonna be
Brucey. I'll be on the bleachers and the outside. Yeah.
chuck. No, she probably.
She's like her mum loves to scoof a ball.
Yeah, just maybe like, yeah, woo.
Oh man, I know. The big surprise of, so like my mum, this is her 5th grandchild.
Wow, okay.
But she, again, beside, she loves her. Amy's mum and dad, 1st grandchild.
Some
Again,
differences.
her dad's been very, very cute. Like, I haven't seen my granddaughter for a week. Can I come around and get my fix? And he's been nice. I'll just pop around and drop such and such off. I was like, oh, fuck it. Sunday newspaper. I'm trying to read the Sunday newspaper. Amy's sister, again, Amy's sister is built for kids. Like,
Yes.
she's like, kids just draw to her.
Yeah.
She's got that kid energy. But her partner, Callum, like, he's never been around kids. He's just like,
Obsessed.
oh my gosh, she's like, wait, can I pick her up? He's been ace. Christmas Day was ace because I was like, they were like passing around. I was like, I'm getting absolutely shit faced. I was
Who wants the baby while I have a wine?
dude, I was so worried about getting drunk.
Yeah.
I was never going to get drunk, but I was scared of drinking quite a lot consecutively. I was like, because this kid's going to be up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, you have to be there. It's like having, not the same thing, but it's like having a dog and having to walk it. You have to feed your child.
You can walk a dog drunk.
Yeah, but you still have to get up to take it out. You have to be in a fit state to take the dog out.
True. Very true. Very true. Very true. But yeah, 2025 goals.
Survive.
I think if I can, because I've got a new job starting.
Yeah. Exciting.
Podcast. We're going to do a live podcast.
We are.
We need to fill in that fucking form.
We will, but yeah.
We're going to do a live podcast, so we need to write that up. What else was there? Try and maintain my jiu-jitsu.
Yep.
I think that's a good one for me. I think that's it. Just
I
like
think that those are good.
yeah,
good goals.
just dad podcast. Maybe let's order. Sorry, dad, husband. Ooh.
Sorry, Amy.
Oh, podcast jiu-jitsu. Just
Nice.
try and just get through the year.
Good.
But like we've got like, I wish we didn't have so many events on.
Yeah.
There's so much on during the year, and I love all of my friends. I love seeing them, but at the same time, I was like, I just want to bide in my house with my kid.
Yeah. Just stare at my child.
I will stare at her for hours.
Yeah.
It's so
Can we
weird.
also say how you put the little, I don't know if you're allowed to call them this, but the little turban on her head.
Dude, it's a turban.
It is that what they're called?
I love
Like
putting a wee turban on her.
little headbandy thing.
It's like what's the mystical wifeys?
Like Mystic Meg.
Yeah, it's like
The tarot card readers.
Yeah, tarot card.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was very, very cute.
I know she's quite cute. But yeah, you 2025?
2025, just more of the same podcast.
Yeah,
Gym again.
gym.
More gym, yep. More gym, more swim. And then obviously lose weight. I'm fed up of saying that. And a plan wedding.
Wait, when did you say your wedding is?
2027.
It's fucking donkeys away,
I know,
dude.
but I still got to get stuff planned.
What is your aesthetic?
I-
Does your aesthetic match Chloe's?
It did to begin with, but I think Chloe's going to go off what we want.
Wait, I know this is quite derogatory, but in my relationship, in most relationships, kind of what the wife would say kind of goes, and then we go, okay. And you're usually right.
Mm-hmm.
It looks fantastic. Obviously, being two females within the relationship, it just depending on who's the most, I guess, dominant within their vision takes precedent.
I would say Chloe.
Okay.
But not for like and I don't mean it in a negative light. I just think I can
You're
see
easy.
it.
You're easy.
Yeah,
You're
I
easy.
think Chloe's super chill, but like
She is.
I think she's always envisioned her wedding.
Yeah.
Whereas I haven't.
Yeah.
Whereas so I think I'm more.
You're
flexible.
too busy on like the pink Power Ranger for a long time.
Yeah. Like I'm probably more flexible in terms of
Oh really?
moving things. Like I am, and I think also I can see things in my head, but Chloe's probably better at executing things than I am.
Okay.
So like I have the vision, but I would want someone to help me execute that vision. That's what we were speaking about last night, actually.
Hence why we've got a dual podcast.
Yeah, exactly. This is why I need you, because you can do the whole thing. I can talk, but you can
You're a
do the
fantastic
typey
talker.
type. I would really love our wedding to be themed.
Batman.
No.
Oh.
Till death do we disco.
Panic at the Disco.
No, till death do we disco. And I would want it to be like disco balls, orange and pinks, like bright, vibrant. I wasn't on board with this at first, and then Chloe showed me, and I went, that's exactly, I want it to be fun.
Is there any skeletons?
No.
But where's the death then?
Because till death do we part. It's just a pun on a vow.
Yeah, I know, but
I could do
you could do like a yeah, okay. And that
We can
also
work on
sounds
it.
fun, but
Yeah.
just when you said death, I thought like
Yeah.
sugar skulls.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. But like pink and orange and bright and vibrant. But Chloe wonders if it's only 2025, if her mind will change leading up till 2027. So we're going to go to the wedding exhibition next week
Nice.
and have a look
nice,
around.
nice.
That mad one that you did last year.
Was that last year I did it with my brother?
So it's now next weekend.
Is my brother your photographer?
Probably, possibly. We've not decided yet.
Yeah, don't decide. 'Cause
Okay.
I mean, although my brother's fantastic, he's annoyingly talented.
He is very
might
talented. He
find
did our
some-
engagement photos as well.
He did do that. He did our photos with the baby. Did I show you them?
No.
Oh, dude, I
Show
put
me that
her in a
after.
wee stocking.
Oh,
I stuffed my daughter in a stocking because we bought our stockings in Indiana on it.
that's cute.
I know.
Oh, that's quite exciting.
I know.
So yes, quite possibly, but yeah, we need to. We've not booked photographers or anything yet, so
I would.
I know pretty soon. Yeah.
Video. Are you going to get a videographer?
Yes.
Honestly, I watch our wedding video every year. I just cry at it all the time. I
Yeah.
cry a lot.
You're in touch with your emotions. What were you going to say about Mormons?
More, dude. Right. So I work with a guy
Mm-hmm.
who was a Mormon.
Oh, did he get excommunicated?
He left. Danish,
Okay.
and I did not. There's two things that I didn't know. One is, do you know where Mormons think the Garden of Eden is?
No.
All right, I'm waiting to think. It's either Ohio or Missouri. I think it's Missouri.
Oh.
Like,
Because they're all based in Utah.
sorry,
Salt Lake City is like the.
Is it, maybe,
pinnacle.
sorry, maybe that's what it is.
Okay.
I'm terrible at geography right now.
Yeah.
But so it's all around America.
Yeah.
So when Jesus died, basically took a left turn, went to America, essentially. And so every year, almost like in their communion, church thing, they will do like where they're going. So like you are a junior within the program,
Yeah.
and you're going to be sent to whatever one to
Yes.
spread the word of Mormonism.
Yeah.
So they're like, so Shannon, just to let you know, we're going to find out where you're going to go for. You're going to Orlando, Florida.
Yeah.
Yay. And they come up like, so Sean, everybody hates Sean, you're going to, think of an armpit of the earth, you're going to Cambodia. And like, holy fucking shit. So they have to go.
Yeah, they have to go spread the word of
They have
God.
to. So could you imagine, right? How tall are you? 5'2", 5'3"?
5'2", yeah.
5'2", blonde haired, mucky, beautiful brown eyes, white-skinned woman going, Bombay, to go and tap on the doors and be like, hi, I'm here to spread the word of Mormonism. Like, oh my good God, what is wrong with you, woman?
Yeah.
They have to go and do it. And I was like, what the hell was going on? So the guy was telling me all this, and I was like, all right. He's like, he said the other thing for years, which I always felt was weird, but I struggled with, was the hidden underwear.
Yeah, the garments.
I was like, pardon?
Yes.
He was like, yeah, he's like.
I didn't learn that till the Real Housewives as well. That's why I find it so fascinating.
It is so weird. Like the Mormonism's like only been around for
Not, yeah.
couple hundred.
They have to give it 10% of their salaries.
Salary?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, oh my God. Like it's just one of those ones where like that organized religion, I'm like, there's organized religion, there's I think the newer the religion, the more like pish.
Yeah.
But the older it is, you're like, oh, it must be pretty good.
Yeah.
People have been doing it for a while.
Yeah, like people like Scientology, for example, everyone's like, what the hell?
It's a book.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but the whole mission thing.
Yes.
There's a woman on the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Her name's Lisa Barlow, and she calls herself like Mormon 2.0.
Mormon 2.0.
And she owns a tequila company.
Dude, what kind of tequila?
It's called Vida Tequila. So you have to look it up and find out which one it is, what kind of tequila it is. She has like a couple different variations.
And she's
of
a
it.
Mormon.
She's a Mormon, right?
Lisa Barlow, but
she was born in New York, like Jewish, and then married her husband who's Mormon. So she is converted to Mormonism, and she drinks.
Nice.
And owns a tequila company. And there's the other Mormons in the show who one of them was excommunicated.
What does that mean again?
Means you get kicked out of the church,
Right,
basically.
okay.
And the reason why she was kicked out of the church was because her husband decided to divorce her. So he was able to stay a Mormon, but she was not. And she basically argues that how can you possibly be a Mormon when you own a tequila company, you are advocating drink, etc., etc. So Lisa Barlow's son decided he wanted to skip going to college and he would go on a mission for 2 years, and they had a mission party, just exactly what you're describing.
Yeah.
And they were like, Elder Barlow, this is where you're going. And she was like, oh my God, where's he going? Where's he going? She was hoping he would get like Milan so she could go shopping, because it is the Real Housewives. Yeah. But the parents are not allowed to go visit them within the 2 years that they're there. She was like, if I asked the pastor, like, I'm sure I'd be able to visit, but my son Jack doesn't want us to visit. But typically, a father and mother will not see their son for 2 years. No holidays, no Thanksgiving. He doesn't come home.
Jeez.
He got sent to Colombia. Yeah.
Jesus.
And then he had like health problems while he was out there. Was one of the episodes. And she was like, oh my God, do you want me to come? And he was like, no, like, don't come. I'm fine. I'm taken care of. They get one call a week from their son. So it's a big deal to go on these missions. But there's also like Mormons to believe in like different levels.
Oh yes,
of heaven.
Yes. So like, I did see this on a Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Yeah, and like they and in order to come out of the Mormon church, there was another housewife, Heather, who was kicked out of the Mormon church originally for cheating on her husband at the time when she was really young. And then the guy that she married was a few years older than her, I think 10 years. Jeez. And now they've been together for like 14 years, her and her husband. And they were still paying into the church, etc. But in order to, like, she then joined the church again after getting kicked out the first time and had to recommit and go through everything again. Yeah. And apparently it's a big deal to once you've been excommunicated to try and go back.
Oh, really?
But you basically just print out a form online and get it signed. So she posted it in to say that she wanted to leave the church, and the form came back. You have to get it notarized. So you had to get it actually like signed by somebody that, same like for us for our passports. You have to get like a signature for something that's pretty. Right. So she had to get somebody to come in like a legal to come sign this, to then repost it out to them in order to leave the church.
Jesus.
So yeah, it's a huge thing.
It's
such a big movement in Utah.
Is it? Well, yeah. I'm just looking at here. This is obviously Salt Lake City. Mm-hmm. What do you think the population
of Salt Lake?
No,
Mormons in Salt Lake or in general across America or across the world. 5 million.
17.2 million.
Whoa.
I mean, the majority are in the United States.
Yeah.
But holy hell. I love watching Angels and Demons and the Da Vinci Code, and it goes through all like kind of like the back end of like Catholicism, etc. That's exciting. But I wonder if like there's just going to be in like a couple hundred years from now, there's going to be like. I wonder if the mic can pick up my daughter. Actually,
I wonder, that'd be interesting.
She's currently squeaking for a bottle. Sounds like my wife. Yeah, Mormonism is so far. So I asked a guy who I work with questions.
I've never met one. That's why I find it so like.
Well, he's an ex-Mormon and stuff.
No,
He's actually been divorced and stuff. And was like, so his wife's still a Mormon, and he was like, he was like coming out of it. He was like, it was just so wild that I was knee deep in this, and I believed every step of it. And I was like, I wonder how that must feel coming out of it and seeing it from a different lens and like. Whoa. Yeah.
So the woman from the show that kind of, I would say she's the main protagonist of the Housewives now. Some people would disagree with that, but Heather Gay is her name. And she's written a book called Bad Mormon.
Oh, Bad
But like her own family don't talk to her.
Oh, really?
Like her own family do not, because she is not a Mormon anymore. There's only like, so her sister, she didn't talk to her sister for years, and then she met up with her years later because she's not a Mormon, but the sister left Mormonism to marry her husband and was completely cut off from the family, including Heather. So she met up with her to talk about it and was like, I now understand what you went through, and I'm so sorry that I did not talk to you. But your own family completely just, if you're not a Mormon, they don't want anything to do with you.
Jeez. What's the one I'm thinking
Because you're going to hell if you're not a Mormon. Like,
really warm.
I think they call it dark matter. It's like the
dark matter.
It's like
I love
the
that rum.
lowest barrel of hell. Yeah,
Is
but
it?
the water company, right?
No, dark matter is Bankery based. It's a rum.
It's a rum. I thought you said I love that film.
Oh, is that a film?
I think there's one called that. But no, dark matter is apparently like the lowest level of hell.
It's just
That's
non-Mormons.
like the pits. Yeah.
Jeez. And again, this is the other bit that blows my mind. Again, about just having a child and then organized religion. You're going, but everybody was like a baby. I've just started seeing everyone as a baby.
Yeah, an innocent, pure life.
Yeah, and then corrupted by whatever.
Yeah, or like cut off from their families because they don't follow a certain path. Yeah, it's
crazy.
interesting.
Mental. Insane.
Anyway, it's a great show. Highly recommend.
What was it?
Real Housewives, Salt Lake City.
Real Housewife of Salt Lake City.
Yeah,
how do you wear your lingerie on top of that?
Well, that's what I didn't realize that they had to wear, particularly the women. It seems like, dare I say it? It seems like a load of rules for women because, like, if a man cheats, he's allowed to stay in the church.
Is that right?
But if a woman does, she's like, you're gone, you're goner. But the garments are like big bloomers.
Yes, it comes into like their knees.
Yeah, like long johns.
Yeah, long johns. Yeah, it's a one piece.
So yeah. I think that's just what you wear.
Dude, that's mental. Can anybody sign up to Mormonism?
Yeah, you can become a Mormon if you follow if you don't drink and you follow. Well, obviously, there's Mormon 2.0, but if you follow their rules and you pay their 10%, then sure, I'm sure you could.
I would pay your 10%.
I think you have to go through steps though to be.
Do you?
Yeah, you have to like commit yourself to the church.
It's not like an online.
No, it's
clergy,
not like a 5-minute thing. No.
Damn it! Because I would sign you up. I used to sign my friends up to so many things. I remember signing my friend up to Gay Times for a year for his birthday.
See, when you did your whole becoming ordained thing, was that like a full course you had to do?
No, I never got ordained.
Oh, did you just?
No. So we went to the registrar,
right?
But they got married at the registrar,
Got you.
And then so it was me and Amy and our two friends. So we were their witnesses. Did that. Had some food, got shit faced.
Amazing. Good times all had.
Good times all had.
Yeah.
And then I think a week later everybody was there, and I knew them both separately, and they said, would you officiate the wedding?
That
I was
makes
like,
sense. Just because I've joined these like bridal forums now on Facebook, all these like different groups, and somebody had asked about their friend marrying them, and somebody replied, was like, oh, it's not as easy as you think it is. You have to go through all these courses. It's like £1,000. And I was like, I wonder if Sean did a course.
Nah.
Never knew that. Okay.
Nah. I mean, if you want something, if you've got a family member or a friend of mine, go to the registrar. Like, you still have to pay. Like, if you, I'm assuming you and Chloe aren't religious.
No.
Kind of wedding or
no Mormon wedding.
No Mormon. Damn. No more.
Unless you sign me up, then no.
Oh, it'll be good times. Or humanist. Like,
We're gonna. Yeah.
but that's still, you still have to go through the process of like whatever religious one would be. You have to like sign up to it.
Yeah.
Or you can go registrar.
Yeah.
So registrar will come in. We had a registrar. It's non-religious. It's just about me and Amy, our journey, how we met, blah, blah, blah. I liked how my friends did it. Not because I was the one who officiated it, but they went and got married through a registrar, like in Aberdeen. Again, it was great. And then they had somebody who was personal to them do the whole thing. I liked it. I wish we had done that. We didn't. Yeah. But because our registrar was like, it's my privilege and pleasure. And I was like, that's on my wedding video for the rest of my life. I was like, you didn't even have a speech impediment. We talked to you beforehand. But she like just spat into our mic. And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Do you know where you're going yet? Because I remember you had a few venues.
We do know where we're going.
Do you?
Yep. We are.
You have to tell.
Okay. I'll tell you off. Offline.
Yeah.
But yeah, 2027.
2027. Summer.
17th of the 7th, 2027.
17th of the 7th.
777.
No, I like Indiana was meant to be born 12, 24.
Yeah.
So like 24, and then before. It was great.
Yeah. Then she was slightly later.
Then she was late.
Yeah.
I was like, damn it.
Still a good time of year though. Like,
Ace time.
Well, Christmas baby.
I was, long story short, me and Amy didn't know we were pregnant. I've been trying vigorously for a while and it was just never happened for us. And then we did fall pregnant, which was fantastic. And I was like, oh, I wanted to avoid a Christmas, like a winter baby. I feel for winter kids because like you can't have a barbecue, you can't do stuff outside, no bouncy castle.
That's true.
But then if I was to ever have a child, I would love to have been in December in the winter months. I thought December, great, baby Noel, fantastic. Otherwise, it had to be a summer baby. So I was all right. I was okay. I'm just going to tell her like all the lights, Christmas lights and everything's for her.
Yeah. Make it special.
Daddy did this for you.
I lit up the sky just for you.
I know, I did all. I supposed to cancel.
Yeah, we got it signed off.
I know. But 2025 goals, you said, keep losing weight. Yeah. Keep swimming and gymming.
Wedding plan. Survive. Wedding plan. Eat, sleep, survive.
Eat, sleep, survive. Oh, yeah. But yeah, so wedding plan, that's it. Yeah. I'm looking forward to her live show.
Me too.
I'm not sure what we're doing yet. We'll figure it out. We've got some segments in there, I think. Racist but nice definitely has to stay. I think you should do brownface.
And on that note,
we'll leave it there.
We're back. Goodbye. See you next
time. Token one for the team. With Shannon and Sean talking about life and everything in between. The token ones see it differently. Yeah, token one for the team. This is Shannon and Sean keeping things light. The token ones in the group. That's right. Sit back, relax, and enjoy